Snakes are fast and deadly, with strikes that can end a fight in seconds. But in the wild, some animals don't run. They fight back, using speed and instinct to turn the tables. From fearless mongooses to lightning-fast cats, and even opponents you wouldn't expect. Which is exactly what we're about to see today. TCD animals. A mongoose has just spotted a black mamba in the forest. One of the most venomous snakes on Earth, with a reputation so deadly that even large animals rarely survive its bite. And yet, watch this mongoose. It calmly runs circles around the snake, forcing the mamba to spin and lose its sense of direction. The snake strikes again and again, but never connects. The mongoose keeps the pressure on, sticking to the same tactic. Then, in a single lightning-precise move, the snake is taken down. It's hard to believe. The mamba still twitches, but it's already over. The mongoose moves in again, finishes the job, and casually drags its prize away. This creature makes even a black mamba look like a joke. This snake has no idea who it is dealing with. Honestly, this might be one of the best cat versus snake encounters ever caught on camera. The cat moves like a professional hunter. The snake is big, and it comes out swinging fast and aggressive, striking with power and precision. But the cat dodges every single attack and fires right back, forcing the snake into a desperate retreat. Still, the cat is not done. It hooks the snake with its claws and drags it back into the fight. Another lightning-fast strike from the snake, and once again, it means nothing. The cat slaps hit loud and sharp as the reptile scrambles for escape. Soon, exhaustion kicks in. The snake starts avoiding the cat entirely, changing direction every time the feline steps closer. And after a long, relentless showdown, the snake finally goes down. What an unbelievable video. This clip shows just how fast a cat can really be. Everything happens in the blink of an eye. It dodges the snake's sudden strike in a split second. But why is the snake thrashing like that? Here's why. The cat didn't just escape. It fired back with a lightning-fast left hook straight to the snake's head. Absolutely unbelievable. A snake sneaks into a chicken coop, unknowingly entering the territory of 3 Jack Russell dogs. After barking for a moment, they decide it's time to attack. The first dog charges in, striking hard and catching the snake completely off guard. Seconds later, the other to join in. The snake is overwhelmed, pulled in different directions under a storm of furious attacks. Even when the snake is clearly defeated, the dogs still do not stop. An unbelievable scene. It's hard to believe just how powerful this breed really is. Absolutely impressive. This armadillo even goes after a python. It's a small one, and it clearly knows it's outmatched, trying desperately to escape. But it's useless. The armadillo clamps down and freezes like a statue while the snake thrashes in pain, unable to coil effectively to fight back. It even closes its eyes. For a second, I honestly thought it had fallen asleep right there. Moments later, the armadillo secures a grip on the head and starts eating. It chews on it like it's chewing a piece of sticky gum. Shockingly, after finishing just part of the python, it simply walks away. It feels so pointless. This clip honestly makes me feel bad for the snake. An armadillo is casually foraging, unaware that a rattlesnake is already waiting nearby. It keeps moving closer. The snake strikes, and nothing happens. Let's rewind that. The armadillo's armor is simply too tough, turning the bite into nothing more than a harmless scrape. Poor snake. This cobra is even bigger than the last one, but size doesn't slow the mongoose down at all. It leaps straight for the snake's head, sending the cobra thrashing wildly. The snake tries to twist and shake it off, but the mongoose stays locked on, rolling with every move, using its front paws to control the jaws. It keeps those fangs just out of reach. When the cobra finally breaks free, it looks stunned and desperate to escape. But the mongoose isn't done yet. One more lightning-fast attack, and it's over. Victory goes to the mongoose, and the reward, a seriously oversized meal. Shot from a distance, this mongoose looks like it's out grocery shopping, and today is special. Another cobra. It circles the snake, watching every coil, waiting for the perfect moment. Then it suddenly lunges from behind the head and slams its opponent to the ground. The cobra gets dragged for a short distance, but the mongoose quickly realizes it is not fully subdued and immediately lets go. Wasting no time, The mongoose attacks again and again, each strike faster and more decisive than before, draining the snake's strength. In the end, the cobra is completely exhausted. This time, there is no escape. The mongoose grabs hold and drags it away. Lunch is officially served. This cobra thought it had found the perfect place to rest, but nearby, a mongoose had already picked up its scent. It even stares straight into the camera, like it knows it's being filmed. Alright, watch this. The moment it spots the snake, the mongoose charges in. Venom and size difference mean absolutely nothing to it. Both animals strike and dodge with insane speed, but the mongoose moves like this deadly standoff is just a game. It attacks, backs off, scans the area, then glances back at the camera again, like a professional snake handler saying, "Don't try this at home." After teasing and testing the cobra for a while, it begins drawing the snake into the open, where it can control the fight. And eventually, the cobra makes the smartest decision possible. Forget pride, it turns and bolts, racing straight for a burrow. Even the mongoose looks surprised that it actually ran. Now that was impressive. This rattlesnake gets spotted and cornered against a wall by the cat. The snake coils up, trying to look bigger and more defensive, its head pulled back like a loaded spring ready to fire at any second. Then the cat strikes, and suddenly, every prediction goes out the window. It is simply too fast. Moments later, it even turns to stare at the camera, like it's saying, "Don't try this at home, folks. I'm a professional."
Sonic! Let it go!
This dog's name is Sonic. While playing with a friend, he suddenly comes across a snake, and just seconds later, the snake is being spun around like a top. An incredibly brave little dog. Sadly, the owner later shared that Sonic has passed away. He spent 7 wonderful years with the family, and will always be remembered as a loyal, fearless, and energetic companion. This moment was caught on camera. The snake picked the wrong house to crawl into. The Jack Russells were waiting, and the nightmare started instantly. The snake gets tossed around so badly it can barely move. If you've enjoyed exploring these remarkable stories from the wild, let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more stories from the animal kingdom. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.